Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So, today we're going to do a tarot reading based on what blessing is headed your way that you don't see on the horizon. What big surprise is headed your way? So, we'll take a look first at what blessing that is, and then we'll go to the tarot to find out more information about how you can help to bring this blessing in and advice from Spirit about any obstacles that may be on your path at this time. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's first start with the blessing. Let's see what blessing is headed your way. And you know, we're we're moving into February, right? The month of love, and this is kind of like a little a little bit of love from the universe. So let's see what you have here. Faith. This is a beautiful energy of having faith that you can manifest the wealth and the prosperity that you desire. Okay, so it's a little bit like the energy I'm getting here is like you could be getting a raise, or you could open up your investment portfolio or something like that, and it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like I'm really going to be able to get to the goal that I have set for myself, right? So if you have some type of a financial goal that you have for yourself, it's getting some kind of a blessing from the universe that either lets you know you're going to meet your goal or exceed it, right? Or the energy where something comes in so that you do actually hit the goal. You know, if it's a long-term goal, it's just that energy of understanding, okay, this is really and truly going to work out for me. So let's see what the overall energy is. Yes, you're protected by the angels. My goodness, this is beautiful. You are cherished by the angels, and therefore they're bringing you in this blessing to help you to understand that it is okay. You're going to manifest the monetary, the financial stability that you are seeking in your life. Wow, beautiful. And then you have Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Okay, so Capricorn, the energy that I'm getting with that is not to overthink things, okay? Sometimes we especially with finances, it's an area where we can set goals, and then it's kind of like we get up in our head, we plot it out, we try to analyze it, overanalyze it, one side up and one side down, and this is the energy of you don't have to work so hard. You could have been, really putting a lot of time into your career in order to manifest the wealth that you have been seeking, but this is the energy where it's kind of like you don't have to work so hard at Capricorn, that the angels, the universe is on your side. It's about having a little bit more faith that things are going to work out for you, because they are. It's obvious. And with all this energy around the spirit world, it's about allowing yourself to step into believing that the universe is on your side, believing that things are going to work out for you. And of course, Capricorn, you're not the type to say, oh, okay, fine. I quit my job and I'm going to move to Tahiti or whatever, right? Unless that's what you want. But it's the energy of understanding, relax. It's going to be okay. Things are going to work out in your favor. And I really feel like in the month of February, you're getting some type of sign where you know it's going to be okay. Okay, yeah, this is beautiful. All right, so let's first look at what your energy at this time is. Yeah, you have the Page of Swords, and then you have co-create. This is you stepping into your truth of understanding. I don't have to do it all alone. The angels are with me. Spirit is guiding me. I can allow myself to work with my guides, with my angels, in order to acquire what I feel like I want or I need in the material world, the wealth, the financial stability. I don't have to do it all myself. And I feel like that's the energy that's coming across here, because I feel like for many of you, you could be in a position, or you could have been in a position, let's say when Pluto was in Capricorn since 2008, and it just went into Aquarius about a week ago. So when it was in your first house of identity and role, you may have been in the position where you felt like you had to take control of your financial stability. Okay. So you could have gone through a tower moment where suddenly you had to rely on yourself to bring in financial security for yourself. Or you could have been in a position where you felt like you were the breadwinner for the family, or that your income, your work was paramount in order to have that sense of safety and security in the material world. So this is moving out of that energy, right? And now Pluto is in your second house and will be there for the next 20 years, about your role in the world, okay? Focusing more on having connections with other people instead of being so focused perhaps on money. Yes, this is an energy of understanding that you are a leader for other people, right? The King of Wands is the leader. Very much that Leo energy of taking charge, of inspiring other people, but also understanding the Judgment card. This is about your purpose. That maybe you're moving into that energy, that new Aquarian energy in your second house, where you recognize, I'm not just here to create a pile of money. There are people that I want to either work with or inspire, perhaps starting a spiritual business, changing up your work a little bit so that it's not just focused on how much money I'm making, but more of a sense of fulfillment. With the Judgment card, it's about, why am I here? Now, what is my purpose? I want to have a sense of fulfillment in my work. I don't want it to be just about making money. Beautiful energy there that's coming through. And I feel like what you're doing is you're understanding that when you shift your mindset around your work, whether you want to change your career or not, it's kind of like when you shift your mindset into seeing the reason why you are doing the work. And it's not just for the money, but the sense of fulfillment and how you are connecting and helping other people on their path. Whether that's just the way you show up, the way that you converse with the people that you're talking to, whether that's clients or patients or, the internet, putting your energy out there in a loving way actually brings you more abundance in your life. It is so amazing that when we allow ourselves to step into the energy of sharing ourselves with other people in a loving way, we actually raise our vibration. We actually bring more abundance into our life, not just in the material world, but also in that sense of fulfillment. Wow, what a beautiful message here. Okay, so what is your obstacle? Yeah, your obstacle is that you're still listening to that story in the back of your head that the reason you're here is to make money, the Queen of Pentacles, right? It's that energy that maybe since a child you've been conditioned to believe that, your sense of safety and security can be pulled out from underneath you. So you have to work hard. You have to make sure that you have more than you need, right? It's like, I don't want to just have enough. I want to have a lot. But the thing is that when and you probably have Capricorn, if you're resonating with this, you probably have had a tower moment. You may have had that tower moment sometime between 2008 and now, when Pluto was in your first sign, in your first house. So it's kind of like that energy of understanding that your role, you may have played a role for so long where you felt like you were kind of like in survival mode, that now that you are more in an energy where I feel like things are coming onto your path, where you have the financial stability, but it's almost like you don't see it, you don't recognize it, you don't feel it yet, because you're still living in the energy of, well, tomorrow it could be all gone. Well, maybe tomorrow it could be all gone, Capricorn, right? But the thing is that you are being protected by the angels. And, sometimes when we look at our fear, we put light on our fear, it helps us to recognize that the fear, we're living in a sense of fear instead of a sense of joy and fulfillment. So it's looking at the fear. What happens if it's gone? It's all gone tomorrow. Well, Capricorn, I'm going to say that you probably have experienced that, or something very close to it, or have had somebody in your life that happened to. And when we live in that energy of fear, of feeling like I have to create a lot more than what I may actually need, right? And I have to just keep working and creating more and more material abundance. And I'm not saying that you're buying things. It's really this energy of like trying to build more and more, a bigger and bigger bank account, right? Saving for a rainy day. But is looking at the mindset, looking at the story you're telling yourself. Are you living your whole life in order to be ready for the rainy day? Or are you also allowing yourself to enjoy the sunny days that are on your journey, that are right now? It's kind of like understanding that you want to enjoy the happiness that is in your life at this moment. And maybe that does mean that you do shift your mindset about your work, or you shift how much energy you're putting into your work. Whatever the case is. I feel like in the month of February, you have this a little bit of an enlightenment about your work and about how much time and energy it's draining out of your life. And therefore, it's kind of like, when is the joy going to start? The joy can start right now. And that's the energy here. Having faith that you will be protected, that you are protected and you will be protected as you move forward on your path, that you don't have to stay in that survival mode. Yeah, it's been a long journey of trying to get to your 9 of Cups. It's been at least 9 years probably, okay? That you're reassessing. You're kind of reassessing. What have I done, especially since 2008, that 15-year period? What have I accomplished? What joy have I had? Has my life been really about toiling? This is the energy of toiling. Am I just going to toil in order to survive? And, you know, you probably were in a situation where at one time you did have to toil to survive. But this is a message of you don't have to toil anymore. There is this energy of understanding I'm ready to thrive. I'm ready to enjoy life. Because the advice here is that when we keep trying to build that mountain of money, right? It's building blocks, but it's kind of like building the mountain of money or the material success or whatever it is that your fear is driving. This is your fear is driving you to build, okay? It's the energy of understanding it's only going to bring me heartbreak. When we only focus on one area of our life, then the other areas, obviously, are going to be at a detriment. If we only put our time and energy into our career, then our health might go. We may lose relationships in our life. We never have the opportunity to kind of like experience other things than our work. And this is the energy of, you know what? It's not, I'm going to quit my job. Some of you may decide that, but I don't feel like that's the message here. It's just that you want to bring more balance into other areas of your life because you're understanding all of this work, all of this focus on money or building a career or building a business, whatever it is. It's taking the true joy out of your life. It's about finding balance, about finding the purpose in your work, focusing on that, focusing on the joy in your work, not just the numbers, not just how much it's making, money it's making for you. Yes, here's your energy coming in. You're healing this energy because here's your card, but it's about being attached to a certain expectation of what you may need. Okay, so this would be the energy of feeling like you can't retire until you have X number of dollars in the bank, right? Okay, so you're toiling, you're building it, but meanwhile, the years are passing and you're not having any joy. You could be skimping and saving, waiting for retirement, right? And then you finally retire. And then, you know, I think Alanis Morissette, I think it was her, somebody had a song and it was called Ironic. And I think it had a line in there. This is interesting. It had a line in there about somebody works for 50 years. they retire and they go on a trip that they've always wanted to go on, and the plane crashes, right? It's that type of energy of understanding. You could spend your whole life trying to build this mountain of money so that you can retire, and then you retire, but you've given up your health your whole life, or you have nobody to travel with because you haven't put any time and energy into your relationships. This is the energy of, I don't want that to happen, right? You're kind of having this epiphany, understanding that I want balance in my life. And so you're taking away that attachment to expectations of what you feel like you have to have in order to have joy in your life. It's not the mountain of money. This is the sense of happy family, happy home, relationships, being able to go to the beach, being able to enjoy the sunshine, being able to enjoy every single day on your journey, not feeling like it can't start until you acquire some sense of material success. Yeah, this is a sense of healing this energy so that you really and truly can enjoy your life every single day. Not just when you hit some expectation or some milestone that allows you to step into starting to enjoy your life. Wow, beautiful energy. I mean, this is a great message for all of us, actually, right? We all can get into that energy of just thinking life can't start until we hit some kind of milestone, right? We can't start dating until we hit a certain weight. We can't, we can't retire until we have a certain amount of money in our portfolio, right? It's just the energy of understanding. Well, why am I waiting for my life to start? My life starts today. And I'm going to shift around where I'm putting my time and energy. I'm reassessing where I'm putting my time and energy, and allowing myself to start enjoying life today. Wow, beautiful message. All right, Capricorn, let's pull your soul truth card. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Yes. So it says the expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and just replace them with gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the job. Be grateful for the money you do have. Be grateful for every day that you wake up. Allowing yourself to experience the life of every single day instead of waiting until some milestone is reached. Yes, this is the energy of drop the expectations and start enjoying life. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.